Hello there, and you're very welcome to the third year assembly. So we have Miss Muldoon Walsh and Miss O'Halloran, your year head, joining me for the assembly. So we wanted to take an opportunity to speak with you, our third year students, and to connect with you at the start of this process. I suppose I'm very aware of you as a set of students because of the examinations that are forthcoming and the focus that you need to have and the work that needs to be done in order to get ready. So it is very, very important that you get the opportunity to connect in and to be organized and to be structured in your approach at this particular point in time. Now, I know that there are questions and that different people have lots of different questions, amongst which are, well, is the junior cert going to happen? And I suppose as far as we know at this point in time, the answer to that question is yes. The intention from the department is to run the examinations this summer. This is what the minister has promised us. So we must then, the only sensible thing to do is to work with that point in mind and to focus on the work that you have to do with your teachers to prepare for your examinations and to put the energy and the time now into that work and not to lose any time with pointless questions. So that it is extremely important just to focus, to connect in and to start working. Now, connected to that question, obviously, then is the question about the mock exams. And I know there are questions percolating around that too. And the exam companies also have questions that they are asking. And again, there is a certain amount of doubt. Now, the only thing I can say to you at this stage is we cannot make a decision about the mock exams until we know when we are returning to school. That's the first point. Working towards the junior cert, then it will be our intention to provide you with an opportunity and an experience of mock exams to prepare you for your junior cert. That would be the sensible thing to do. So it will be our intention to run the mock exams when we return to school and when we know when that is, with the intention of giving you the best chance and the best opportunity for the junior cert when it happens. So that's the plan as it exists at the present moment. And that's the clarity at this point in time that I can give you in the school. So looking at the preparation then and the work that has to be done, I know you've had the opportunity already this week now to connect with your teachers, and you've had conversations with them, and they have laid out the work that you're going to be doing over the next 3 weeks until the beginning of February, until we know, are we heading back to school immediately then, or what's happening? So it's very important to connect in with that work now, and the reports that I'm getting back from teachers is that you're doing a very, very good job on that at the moment. There's great level of participation and engagement, and that's really, really important. Fair play to you. That's great. Got up and working and focused and connected in. So that's the style, that's the way to go. That's the thing to do, and keep at it now. Now, some of you have CBAs, and I know there are questions about them. Some subjects have them done. For instance, the maths is completed. I know the Irish is completed. You just did it there before Christmas. And there are some other CBAs and subjects that are underway. And I'm not going to go down through every single subject here now because that doesn't serve us well. Each teacher will tell you what's happening in relation to your classroom-based assessments and how they are functioning and how they are to function and what's to happen there. So I'm going to leave that up to the teachers to give you the instructions and to give you the work there in relation to that. Okay? So now, the point I want to leave you with. We can spend a lot of time wondering and worrying about what is going to happen and when is it going to happen and how is it going to happen. Or we can take it a day at a time and focus on the work at hand today and put ourselves and our heart and our minds into that work and do it well. And at the moment, that's the way to go. Take it one day at a time. You're working towards your junior cert, and you're putting your energy and your drive and your enthusiasm into that work. And that's the way to go here. So with that thought, then I'm going to hand you over to your year head, Miss O'Halloran, because she wants to have a word with you about the classes and the organisation of them and all of that. So, Miss O'Halloran, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. O'Rourke, and I'd like to welcome everybody back. I hope you had a lovely break at Christmas, and a Happy New Year to all of you. And I'd like to reiterate the fact that a lot of your teachers are saying such great things about you, and people are online and they're working hard. So today I'm going to talk to you about online classroom etiquette and the expectations that we have for you. So I'm going to share with you, so I'm going to bear with me now for a moment. I'm going to present my screen and put up just a little poster showing you just a couple of things that I'm going to talk about. Now, we've learned an awful lot from the last time that we were online. We've learned, I suppose, that we need to divide our day, and we need to have a start and we need to have a finish. So luckily we have our class timetable, our school timetable. So we're going to follow our school timetable. Now, some of you have already started and you're doing a great job and you're finding it easy, but others might learn from these few pointers that I'll give to you. Before you start, you might think of your study space, a suitable study space. So it might be somewhere there's no distractions. The background is when you're online, and you might have to come and turn on your camera. So you might think of the best place to get internet. We've all learned that. So, someplace, choose that space wisely, and you might need to change it. Things can be changing continually during these couple of weeks to make it a successful experience for everybody. So the night before, now charge your phone and make sure you're ready to go in the morning. Have all your books. Get a copy of your timetable, stick it up on the wall so that you don't miss your class. So have everything ready, pens, copies, everything like that, ready and at hand in the morning. Now, in the morning, guys, get up as you would be going to school. But maybe you might get an extra 15 or 20 minutes in bed. But set your alarm clock. You get up, get ready for the day, have your shower, and dress appropriately. Now, what I mean by appropriately, you don't have to wear your uniform, but it could be maybe what you'd wear on a non-uniform day. Getting into Google Classroom. Now, different teachers will have different ways of sending you messages. They might email you. Teachers might actually put the link up on the live stream. So connect with the teacher and find out which way they're going to send you that link. Now, of course, Mr. O'Rourke spoke to everybody in the online assembly on Monday, and it won't be live classes from 9 o'clock in the morning until 25 to 4, but there will be a connection at your timetabled time during the day. So you need to connect. You need to connect first of all with your Google Classroom, make sure you're on it, make sure you're prepared. And when you are going live, you need to go through your school email. You cannot connect with your own personal email. So turn off your camera, unless you're instructed otherwise. And, you cannot comment in the comment box unless you're instructed to by a teacher. It's really important that you focus when you're in your classroom, and the same rules will apply. Any inappropriate behaviour will have to be dealt with by myself or Miss Muldoon Walsh. So the teacher, remember now to respect everybody in the classroom. So think before you speak or type. Maybe more people are working from home, and you might have to sit down and have a chat with them about your schedule during the day. So everybody working together, and this is an opportunity for you to maybe connect with your parents and show them what you're doing all day long, and show them what classes that you'll be in. So be respectful and mindful of others, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, whoever's in the house with you. And above all, be patient. We might be a little bit better than we were the last time during lockdown, but we have difficulty, and teachers alike will have difficulty maybe connecting with you, getting stuff up and online, etc. So just be patient. You need to connect online every day, as there is a roll call. If your teacher has sent you a link, they will take a roll call, and you will have the teacher will put not online. And if you're not online for those online classes, your teacher is going to send a text home if you miss some of your classes. So it's a good idea now to get started, get online, and work together towards, like Mr. O'Rourke said, we are all working towards the junior cycle And if you have a problem connecting, so if you have a problem connecting, you let the teacher know. I've had many students that have had a problem connecting, and we fixed it and we solved the problem. And if we have to go further, we will. So between all of us, that we will get sorted. And remember, your teacher is there, as the first person you contact. And if there's a problem, your teacher and yourself, you might contact me, and I might have to go to Mr. Fleming. But there are ways and means of getting everybody up online and working together. Now, I'm going to stop sharing my screen there. I'm putting that up on your Google Classroom, just so you can, refer back to it. A couple of good pointers there for all of us. And I'm wishing you all the best, and I will be in touch through Google Classroom, and I'm seeing many of you every day. And again, I'd like to say, you've done really, really well, and everybody seems to be working very, very well. So thank you, and I'll pass you over to Ms. Muldoon Walsh now. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. O'Halloran. Hello, third years. Welcome back, and a happy new year to you all and to your parents. I'm going to talk to you a little bit now about well-being and about you looking after yourselves for the next few weeks. Some of what I'll be saying will cross over there with Ms. O'Halloran, but there's no harm in reiterating some of the points, especially when it comes to your well-being. I suppose there's always a need for us to look after our mental and emotional health. But I think more now than ever in this situation we find ourselves in, that we need to put steps in place to help us from getting stressed, from getting anxious or overwhelmed. So I'm going to give you a few bits of advice that should help you going forward for the next few weeks, hopefully just 3 weeks. So the first bit of advice I'm not going to spend a long time on because it has been said there by Ms. O'Halloran, but the importance of maintaining a routine when you're at home is extremely important. Attending your classes every day is one thing, and being prepared is another thing. But what that can do for you, I suppose, stress-wise is very important, because you will be following your timetable and you will be prepared. But remember, there's going to be a mixture of online learning and independent learning. So you'll be kept busy. And it's really important for your stress levels that you keep on top of things. You don't put them on the long finger. So if your teacher gives you 30 minutes of a class to go offline and do an assignment or do a bit of work for them, it's important that you do it then. Don't let things build up. Because if you keep up with your work every day, it should be manageable. But if you decide to take that 30-minute of class time to just go and have another break for yourself, you're going to find that the work will start building up and it won't be manageable. And that's when our well-being suffers, when we're under stress and pressure and we're getting texts home. So keep up to date and keep on top of the work every day as it comes in. That brings me on to the bit about breaks. So you will get your breaks as normal, as per the normal school day. So you have small break, you have lunch. Really important that you take those breaks. I'm only too aware myself of times when you say, I'll just continue, I want to finish this last bit of work now, even if it goes into my break. But it's important you leave that. You can finish it later. You will be online for your whole timetable, so you need your small break. Try and get out and get a bit of fresh air, especially at lunchtime where you have a longer time. Even if it's just to walk around the house. The bit of fresh air is wonderful for your mental health, and you will need to stretch your legs. Get off your screens. Whatever you do, do not have your phone, do not have your laptops open or be using them during your breaks. You're using them for the rest of the day. Leave them in the room and try and get out of the room where you're working in as well. There's a bit of an element to, I'm stuck in this room all day. So when you're getting your breaks, get out of that room. Try to get outside. If not, at least get away down to a different part of the house and maybe talk to someone or communicate with the rest of your family for a while. The third thing I suppose that's important is sleep. Now, I think we all know that sleep is extremely important for our well-being. Go to bed at a reasonable time. And I suppose if there are parents listening, it's important for you to enforce this at home. We've all gotten into habits over the Christmas where we're going to bed late maybe and sleeping on later in the mornings. So it's now time to get back to normal. I suppose we're all aware that when we're well rested, we function much better. If you get a good night's sleep, you can cope with things better. I think we can all think of a time when we have been tired and we might be short-tempered, or we don't have the same patience to do things. So that's going to be the same for you now. It is draining to be online all day and to be in the same room all day. It's a different type of, I suppose, workload than when you're at school and you're getting the breaks between the classes. So you will need to be well rested and you need to get your sleep at night, and that's extremely important. The other message I want to get across to you, I suppose, is about the communication. And I know Mr. O'Halloran has dealt with it, and we did say it the last day. But we realise the workload you're under. We realise that there are a lot of you in the households, and that while we're all in the same boat with the remote learning, we have different dynamics going on in our different households. Some of you will have younger sisters and brothers that might be, distracting you. Others might have sisters and brothers in college who are trying to use the same devices as you, or the same broadband. So you'll all have different challenges. And if you are facing challenges, the only way we as a school and your teachers will know that you're facing those challenges is if you communicate them. So it's fine to have those challenges, but tell your teacher, let them know what's going on in your individual household and how you're going to manage that. And if you need help with managing that, your teachers will help you. And if they're not available, or if you don't want to talk to them in particular, your year head, Miss O'Halloran, is there, and myself and the rest of the management team, you can email us and we will get back to you and talk through what we can put in place for you. I said it there at the assembly, every student in the country is in the same boat as you right now. There is no point worrying and stressing about what's going to happen, as Mr. O'Rourke said, with the junior cert or mocks or whatever, because we don't know that. And when we do know it, you will be the first to hear it. So focus on what you can control for now. Be organised. Keep up with the work. Talk to someone if you're not able or if you're not coping or whatever else. I'm just going to show you just two little slides here. I'm going to end off in a few minutes, but I just wanted to show you, I suppose, one thing that resonated with me when I saw it. It's just a little quotation. Can you see my screen there now? I don't know. Can I know? I hope you can. I thought it resonated with me when I saw it. This storm is making me tired. I feel at the moment, the lockdowns and COVID-19 and all that's going on, we are getting tired of it. And the longer we are in this remote learning process, the more tired we will get. But as the quote says, storms get tired too. And I firmly believe that we have hope this time. The vaccinations have been rolled out and there is an end in sight. So we just have to hold on, as it says there, and work together and get through this together. So I'm just going to end with a little prayer, and we can say it together. You can say it there yourselves with us, or you can just listen and you can use this yourselves at home. So Lord God, as I begin on this journey of remote learning, be with me. Be the patience when I'm frustrated. Be the endurance when I am tired. Be the wisdom when I am uncertain. Be the inspiration when I'm out of ideas. Be the comforter when I feel overwhelmed. Be the energy when I'm weary. Be the guide when I am confused. Be the forgiver when I get it wrong. Look over me and guide me. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Muldoon Walsh and Ms. O'Halloran. So we're going to close the assembly now, and what's sitting with me there is the beginning of that prayer at the start of our time here. And it resonates with me, the old Irish saying, Tusma la nehebra. So we've had a good start, and you're online and you're engaged and you're working. And that's half the work done. We've got the routine established, so let's keep it going now. Let's face into the storm together and have the resilience and the forbearance to get through it all. The best of luck with everything, guys. Stick in there, keep at it, one day at a time. Bye for now.